Whatever happened to angels of old times when they were portrayed as being heroes and paragons of virtue? Granted, they weren't perfect at times, since even the Bible mentioned that some fell and joined the devil in his rebellion, but still, the majority of them stayed good and were shown to have been benevolent, if not heroic. Whatever happened to the likes of Archangel Michael, or even simpler and humbler ones, like the famous Clarence from It's a Wonderful Life? Nowadays, we have malicious, if not evil depictions of angels, which flips the whole impression over, like Has-Been Hotel portraying them as being extremists and control freaks. Granted, we see that not all angels are depicted that way, but still, it doesn't really paint a good picture of them in my opinion. I miss the days when angels were portrayed as the good guys, like Zariel, the often forgotten angelic superhero from DC Comics, back when it had more Christian references, or even Uriel and the Hellguard Angels, who initially were antagonists, but only due to a misunderstanding between her and the Four Horsemen before switching sides to assist them by taking down the true villains of Darksiders. What happened to shows like Touched by an Angel, which showed the main protagonist as being an angel who only wanted to help humans with certain issues plaguing them? What about other more obscure shows that feature angels like Angel's Friends, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Angel Wars, Angels in the Outfield, or even Highway to Heaven? But now we have shows that ironically demonize the very guardians of heaven and protectors of humanity, such as the Helliverse series and even Shin Megami Tensei. Even in the famous Devilman series, portrays angels and even God himself as being more antagonistic than they actually are, which is kinda concerning. Plus, as much as I like Neon Genesis Evangelion, its depictions of angels is somewhat questionable, even if they are only called that due to their alien nature. Granted, some of the installments of those stories do have good angels or heavenly beings that assist the human characters from time to time, but even then, most of the time, those shows portray angels as being just as bad as demons. While I understand that it's for the sake of art, hence the creative licensing, but still, as someone who is both Christian and a defender of angels, especially since it's almost Christmas, I felt that it was time to put in my own defense of these heavenly creatures. While I know Christianity and anything related to it is something of a hot button topic issue nowadays, but at the same time, we shouldn't forget about the good things angels have done, and not just in the Bible. Though some biblical examples include saving Hagar when she was pregnant with her son, and then later again when they were both dying of thirst in the wilderness, saved Lot and his remaining family from both the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, as well as making sure they stayed out of the doomed cities before their infamous destruction, encouraging Gideon to fight back against the oppressive Midianites, stopping the crooked sorcerer Balaam from cursing the Israelites, but not for scolding him for abusing his donkey, saving Elijah from being killed by Queen Jezebel, and of course announcing the birth of Jesus Christ for Mary, Joseph, the shepherds, and the Magi. They were also not weak paper tigers that most shows like Has-Been Hotel portray them as being, since some angels were capable of being awesome, if not badasses, such as the one angel who slayed King Sennacherib's army of Assyrians and assisting Peter in escaping after he is unjustly imprisoned, though he had to smack him on the side to wake him up. Though it may be a while since angels can be portrayed as being good once more and go back to their more benevolent depictions without coming across as self-righteous hypocrites, I plan on making them truer to the text, so to speak, in the future. For example, my Christian-themed series that I have planned called the Tergeo series will have angelic beings known as Malaks assisting the heroes from time to time, some in more subtle ways, while others will have full-blown big damn heroes moments a la Deus Ex Machinas, but justified. Not just that, my upcoming Terrestria series will also be featuring angels who do good deeds and assist the heroes whenever they need help. This is best shown from my Agent of Death series that I have planned, where the Angel of Death himself actually helps create Reapers, who are humans that were given blessings from Theos in order to bring balance between life and death, while also taking down threats to humans, fae, and even the animals and plants of Terrestria. Overall, I'd say it's time to give heavenly or celestial beings the respect they deserve, since I feel like they don't get enough respect, even as my friends and family members notice how they tend to be portrayed as weak, if not corruptible entities nowadays. Though the Bible and other Abrahamic texts did mention the concept of fallen angels, which could explain why most people assume angels can't be trusted anymore, there are still some mentions of benevolent angels, like the famous Michael, Gabriel, and many more that we don't know about. I can only pray that we get some good depictions of angels in the future, or at least have a chance to create our very own depictions that are faithful.